With a lot of ups and downs, long nights, and finding loose threads seemingly everywhere, my Edwardian skirt is finally done. This is the History Bounder, aka Miriam, and join me for part 3 of my Edwardian outfits series. So getting right into it, the first thing I did was obviously cut out my pattern pieces, and this pattern is for a 1906 10 Gore princess skirt, and it's by Truly Victorian. With all my pieces cut out, I then placed them onto my lining fabric. I decided to line the whole skirt instead of using their small lining pieces because I assumed it would support the velvet better. I suppose you could follow the pattern and just line where the boning is going to be, or you could do how I did it. And after cutting all the panels and plackets out, I drew on the 1/2 inch seam allowance. Now, with the wrong side of the velvet up, I'm mapping out how many panels I can fit onto my remaining velvet before pinning them on and cutting them out, and then sewing the lining and the velvet together. At this point, it was really late and I didn't have enough velvet to cut out all my panels, so I decided to work on the placket. It took me a long time to figure out the placket instructions, but I think I got it at the end. We have obtained the fabric. And finally, after getting my last 3 panels cut out and sewed together, it was time to assemble the skirt. For most of the seams, I did a French seam, leaving only 3 of the seams undone. I did this because I wanted to be able to adjust the skirt from the very front seam, and the 2 seams on the side, I left them open because I was planning on putting pockets into the skirt, but after putting the boning in, I realized that the pockets would have fallen just too low, so I decided to opt them out. Once the skirt was together, I took the pattern pieces out again just to figure out how to hem it, because the back panels are longer than the front. And this is the part I wish that my fabric was long enough that I could have made a full-length skirt, so I could have had more freedom to choose my desired length instead of really struggling to keep it at the length that I wanted to. Hello. So it is day 4 of the skirt, and today we're gonna do the fun stuff. Today we're gonna work on the boning. So I have my safety goggles here, I have my pliers here, and I've got the boning here. And I know exactly how long I'm gonna make the bones, and it's gonna be a good old time. Why don't we work on the casings instead? And that's what I did. I added the casings to the seams that weren't French seamed, but because the French seams kind of made like a mini casing inside them, I decided to just sew those shut at the bottom and use those as the casings instead for the boning, if that makes any sense. So after finishing the casings, I finally sewed down the hem, pinned the trimming 1 inch away from the hem, and I finally added the front facing placket. is another day, and hopefully the final day. So I have bought some tin snips, and we're going to see if I can actually cut the boning this time. After cutting all 9 bones 7¼ inches, I finally filled the casings, sewed them closed, and I also sewed down the trim. So it is now 10 p.m. on a Friday night, and I'm on to the very last step, which is hemming the top. So as soon as I finish this, you guys will see the finished product. And there she is, guys, in her finished glory. I was so happy that I finally completed this look that I wanted to get some outside shots. But because it was freezing, we decided a mall was good enough. And honestly, guys, best decision. People were rather super nice, or their confused faces were hilarious. But either way, I can't wait to make more awesome historically inspired outfits. Alright everybody, that is it. If you haven't already, check out part 1 and 2 of the series to see how this outfit came together. And don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and even TikTok. Because guys, I have so many new projects planned out and I'm so excited to show you guys. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Bye! Okay, so when I was cleaning up, I found this. So yeah, read instructions first.